Um, I don't think we had any like lineup or health stuff to ask for us.
Nothing new today.
No. I think I don't know, we touched on Aaliyah this morning a little bit. Um, but that combination between those two, that cohesiveness, chemistry, whatever you call it, um, how have you? How much different does that look to you than it did a week and a half ago?
Aaliyah and who was there?
Okay,
Aaliyah and who?
talking about
Oh,
yeah,
Indy.
too many other
Um,
yeah.
yeah, they just look like they're settling. I mean, two great players are going to figure out how to play together. Like I think when they got the back-to-back number one overall picks, people viewed those two as probably the two best college prospects to come out in a while. Two franchise type players and uh, complementary skill sets, I think. And they had to start working on some things. Like I don't know how much Aaliyah Boston had played in the short role and received the ball and had to make 4-on-3 reads. She was used to seeing 2 and 3 defenders herself. So, but when a player's smart and they're skilled and they understand the game, they're gonna figure it out. It didn't take that long. Uh, Kaylin, I think, probably figuring out that it's good to throw it to Lee on the block because that's going to demand a lot of attention, and she gets to run off screens. And, it's their whole team. It's not just those two. Kelsey Mitchell has kind of found her footing within the lineup, and um, seen Katie Lou get worked in. Like they have a lot of people that are just everybody wants it week 1 of the season, week 2 of the season. It's a short training camp. Uh, Young players, you know, they're gonna figure it out. You put enough good players on the court together who are smart, they're gonna figure it out.
You talked to two of your keys always is turnovers and guarding without fouling.
Yeah.
How have you seen you guys you how have you seen you guys evolve in those areas? I don't know why I can't say the word.
No, you're good. The turnovers have been a little better. The fouling has not particularly. I didn't think our turnovers were great against Chicago, but I think our free throw differential is the biggest in the league. And that's just something that has to change if we want to keep winning games. You can't give up the most and shoot the least. So uh, we keep watching it. We keep talking about it. I thought we had a few instances against Chicago where we did a better job not reaching and stuff when we maybe previously would have. But it starts by not letting the ball get to certain areas on the floor. And I thought we've kind of been every other game, maybe, or 2 out of 3 in terms of our paint defense. And that's got to be an every night thing.
Flip side of that, with that free throw disparity, sure it's some fouling, but are you guys do you like the pressure that you guys are putting on to get to the line on the other end?
It's come and gone. I mean, it's not a secret. We're missing probably our two best players at drawing fouls. You take that out of the lineup, and that's tough. I think was it was a Chicago game, right? Ariel got 9 attempts.
Yep.
And I think that was a big difference maker. When you're struggling, you can get to the line a little bit. I thought we did it when we weren't particularly playing well end of the third quarter, I think, and we got there a few times in a row. So it's a way to kind of keep your offense afloat. Maybe if you're struggling a little bit, is get in the paint, get some contact, draw help, kick out for threes. I think we've been better about getting the ball to the paint. It hasn't always resulted in free throws, but I think that's when good stuff happens for our offense. Zoomers.
Tyler?
Hey, Eric, you kind of alluded to it a little bit, but what has been the progression of the defense overall from kind of the beginning of the season to now? And what do you see as the team's strengths on that end of the court?
It's been a little up and down or a little uneven, maybe. There's been times where we've really, guarded the paint well and forced turnovers. Um, Other nights we haven't done as good of a job. We had Kira for a while, and then we haven't had her, so that obviously changes things. But uh, I think we've done a pretty reasonable job for the most part of understanding what we want to do. I don't think we're just blowing coverages and stuff like that. I think the games where we've taken better care of the ball has really helped our defense. The last Indiana game, we took shots and we turned it over, and we were not in good positions to get back and gave them transition points. The same things happened with a couple of our 2 Chicago games. But when we've been able to get our defense set, load it up and get into our coverages. I think we've done a good job keeping the ball out of the paint. And, one big area of improvement since the start of the year has, I think, been our defensive rebounding.
And then in the first Indiana matchup, what did you learn about how Carly was able to cover Caitlin and be able to affect her ability to be impactful on the floor?
She's disciplined. Um, she's got kind of more length than people realize, Carly, and she knows how to use her, her hand to be high and contest. It's just little tweaks more than big adjustments of body positioning on, screens off the ball and which way you want to force the ball in certain situations. But I thought she did a good job. Caitlin was in a rhythm and making shots. It's tough to cool somebody off once they're, we lost her in transition once or twice, and I thought she did a reasonably good job.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
Jen?
Hey Eric, I may just be behind on this from not being at practice, but how's Carly's finger doing?
It's doing okay. She's kind of, messing with trying to find the right kind of splint wrap combo on that finger. It's just painful when it gets hit. It's on her non-shooting hand, but a lot of times for a player, that's the hand they kind of receive the ball and catch the ball with. So not a lot of fun, but she's kind of toughing through it. Between her and Julie, we got a lot of non-shooting hand situations going on.
And how's Kira doing?
You said Kira?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. She had a couple good days of practice with the team before we came here, and we'll work her back when we get home. It was just a couple good days, feeling pretty good. Long may it continue. Try to keep it going the right direction.
Sounds good. And now that the losing streak's in the rearview mirror and you're on a win streak here, what's kind of the mindset or the mentality you're looking for right now this week with the team?
Well, we should be a little refreshed. We had a couple days physically and mentally to get ourselves right. We had a couple days to practice. The wins should, I hope, make us hungrier and not complacent. We should have a little fire under us now. Hopefully you get a taste of winning and you want more and you don't take a step backwards. So, just because we won doesn't mean anything gets easier. If anything, teams will take us maybe a little more seriously or give us a little more respect. But it's on us to play the way we want to play.
Thank you.
That's it, Coach. Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, guys.